Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the first episode of the color challenge. I don't know what you guys want to call it yet, but the colorful album. Let's just call it the colorful albums. If you didn't know what the video I did yesterday was, basically you've seen the pictures going around, people choosing a color and then matching the color with the albums. That's what I'm doing. And if you missed last episode, it's where I spun a wheel and I got the color orange and I got our album, which we're going to be talking about, which is Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Obviously, this is the first album we did. It was on the orange side, and it was by Metro Boomin. For the record, some of these albums I have heard completely, some of them I have not. I have heard some of the songs on this album, but I have not heard the full album as an experience by itself. So I'm going to be rating that out of 10, and then after that, I'll give you my top 3 songs that I liked on this album. So let's get started. When listening to Not All Heroes Wear Capes by Metro Boomin, the first track by Gucci Mane, sort of, and Metro Boomin was not that good to me. I'm not a huge Gucci Mane fan. The song just really didn't hit for me like the other ones did. On the next song, we had Overdue, which was featuring Travis Scott. I think that was actually an underrated song. It was really, really good. Obviously, it's not one of the top 3 hits out of mine, but I feel like it's really underrated, in my opinion. And the third track we have is Don't Come Out of the House by 21 Savage. I mean, we all know what that is. That's him whispering on the track and going absolutely crazy. And by the way, that is in the top 3 because it went dummy. We have Dreamcatcher with Sway Lee and Travis Scott. Also a very underrated track, actually. I want to say the Travis Scott songs on here were pretty much all good except for one. And I'll talk about that later. But except for one. One wasn't the best for me. But Dreamcatcher with Sway Lee and Travis Scott was pretty good. Not bad. I actually like that. Obviously, next song, Space Cadet with Gunna. We've all heard that. Space Cadet. Yeah, we all know it. But, pretty good. Not bad. It's probably going to be in the top 3. And number 6, we have 10 Freaky Girls featuring 21 Savage. This is my top song out of the entire album. It is fire. It really is. It just is fire, in my opinion. Up to Something with Travis Scott and Young Doug wasn't bad. In my opinion, I feel like the first half of the album was phenomenal, but I feel like after it got done with, after track 7, I want to say that it got worse, and for me, it just kind of fell off, and I'm not sure what it was, but something just fell off between the first 6 songs and the last 6 or whatever. So I don't know. We had an interlude by Travis Scott. It's an interlude, so who really cares? This is by far the worst track on the album. Lesbian featuring Gunna and Young Thug. Terrible song. I hated it. I think it's terrible. 10, Borrowed Love, Sway Lee and Weeknd. It's alright. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's alright. Next song is Only You, Weeknd and Offset with Metro Boomin and J Balvin. To me, this felt really out of place. I feel like you could have left this off the album and it would have been a little bit better. I think that obviously some of the songs on here are phenomenal and some of them are just a little bit lackluster. And this one I think was also up there with one of the worst tracks on the album. Number 12, we have No More with Travis Scott, Kodak Black, and 21 Savage. I actually didn't even like this song. I think Travis Scott's part was okay. I think Kodak's Black parts was not the best. And I was a little bit disappointed by 21 Savage's performance, in my opinion. It just didn't hit it the same as 10 Freaky Girls or Don't Come Out the House. And even Space Cadet, it just didn't hit as much. No Complaints featuring Offset and Drake were actually pretty good. It wasn't that bad. Drake did his thing. Offset, it was okay. It's kind of weird hearing Offset and Drake on a song before. Obviously, we've heard it before, but it's just a little different in my opinion. I'm not used to it. So, Not All Heroes Wear Capes. It's an alright album. Obviously, we didn't start off too hot, but you know what? Maybe the next album will be better. Okay, I'll give you my top 3 songs now. The top 3 songs is obviously number 3. We're gonna put Space Cadet featuring Gunna. Really, really good song, catchy, and it just works. The beat is nice. Number 2, Don't Come Out the House featuring 21 Savage. A fire song, the whispering, and whenever that freaking piano comes in and then it just hits hard, you know the song. It's fire. And number 1 is 10 Freaky Girls featuring 21 Savage. That is some fire. It really is. It really is some fire. Probably one of my favorite 21 Savage's songs, I want to say. If not, it's really good. And yeah, underrated tracks, Overdue featuring Travis Scott, Dreamcatcher, Sway Lee and Travis Scott, And I would say even the No Complaints, Offset, and Drake, really underrated songs out of there. So those are my top 3 underrated songs. Now, as an album itself, Not All Heroes Wear Capes. If I'm rating it out of 10, obviously the first half was really, really good, and the bottom half to me was okay. I'm gonna give it like a 5.5. It's not a 6, it's really, really close. Obviously, the hits on here hit hard, but those hits alone cannot carry that album far enough for it to be a 6, in my opinion. For a 6, you have to have at least like obviously 60% of the album to be fire. In my opinion, about 50% of the album is hits, and obviously the mega hits kind of increase it just a little, 0.5 above. So that's why I'm giving the album a 5.5 out of 10. Obviously, 5.5 may not seem good, but in my book, it's alright. It's kind of mid. It's not the best album I've ever heard. It's not the worst album I've ever heard. For it to be a really good album, it has to be at least like a 6.5 and up for me, to be honest. And 7 and 8s, those are good albums, and then 9s and 10s, those are like perfect, near perfect albums. This one was mid. It had some good albums. It just wasn't the best, obviously, because I mean, some of the tracks just didn't hit as hard as, the top 3. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be deciding our next album to listen to for the next episode. So we have the wheel up here already. Let's get into it. Obviously, we're still sticking with orange because that's our color. So let's get into it. If you guys saw last video, you guys know what albums are on here, but if not, definitely go check that out so you know all the colors albums. Right now we're doing orange, so let's get spinning. Alrighty, we're spinning, boys. We're spinning. What are we getting? Oh, something a little bit different. Okay, Channel Orange. I believe it's a Frank Ocean album, and I also believe that is an R&B album, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's our first pop album. Next episode, be on the lookout for that. I've never listened to a Frank Ocean song, I don't think. Obviously, I think there might have been some songs that I've heard by Frank Ocean. I'm not completely sure. I'm looking at the album right now. I don't know. I don't know any of these songs. I haven't heard Blonde either. I know that's in the white tier of colors in the album, so that maybe I heard that album's really, really good. So, but Channel Orange, our first pop album. Definitely be on the look for the next episode. It'll be really interesting to see my reaction to Channel Orange. I'll get to listening to that now while I edit some videos. So, thank you for watching the video, boys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for Channel Orange, where it's our Frank Ocean review. And you get to see what album is next after that. Because we got some bangers in Orange. I'm not going to lie, we got some bangers. But that's besides the point. I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy. And like, subscribe, and all that. I'm out of here. Peace.